There are more than 250 North Carolina public schools that have failing grades for student performance. More than 40 of them are right here in Charlotte. Now, state education leaders are reconsidering the way they grade schools. Catherine Truitt, the state superintendent of public education, is here. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning, Casey. Thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you. So let's just start with the basics. What are school grades and why are they important?
Yeah, so according to the law, all schools get a school accountability grade that is an A through F grade, as we're all familiar with. And that grade is primarily based on test scores that students take at the end of the year. Parents are familiar with EOCs and EOGs. And those test scores pretty much determine what that school's letter grade is. And we who work in public education all across the state feel that this model, which is about a decade old, is not a super useful model, and that we need to hold schools accountable for more than just test scores.
Yeah, you just said it. 80% of the school performance grade is based on test scores. So what's the problem with relying so heavily on test scores?
Well, the test scores that go into this letter grade are given one day of the year at the end of the year, or at the end of the semester if it's a high school course. And there need to be other things besides just how a student performs one day of the year on a test that go into these school performance grades. And in a high school in particular, if you think about if you have maybe 54 teachers in a high school, only maybe 10 of them will actually teach a tested subject, which means that those 10 teachers are largely determining the grade for that high school. There are so many other things that schools do to prepare students for life after high school and for success. And we need to factor in other things in addition to test scores.
That makes sense. It sounds like North Carolina schools are performing a lot better than what those letter grades are showing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, as you mentioned, we have a lot of schools that are considered D or F schools. And when I look at other states to see how many D and F schools they have in their model, I see that they have maybe, only 3 or 4 or 6% of their schools being D or F. But then when I look at our NAEP scores, which measures how we are apples to apples academically with those states, we perform the same. So there's something wrong with our model.
That makes a lot of sense. So when you are considering this new model, how will it continue to hold schools accountable?
So we will, by law, continue to include those proficiency rates for reading and math. We don't want to run away from academic accountability. We want to keep that going. But we also want to add in other things, like the number of kids who get any kind of credential of workforce value while they're still in high school, which is paid for by the state. We want kids and their families to make sure that schools are making families aware of those opportunities. We want career exploration to occur in elementary and middle school. We want to make sure that students are in school, that they're not chronically absent. We want to make sure that the school climate is a healthy one. These are all things that can be measured, and that we want to be transparent about, and for all parents to have access to that information online.
That makes a lot of sense. There's more factors to look into besides school test scores.
Exactly.
When is the timeline for implementing this new model?
So this has to be changed in legislation. And so we will be bringing a final recommendation to the General Assembly in February in time for the short session, which will begin a year from now.
That makes a lot of sense. And while I have you, Superintendent Truitt, there's been a lot of conversation about opening the door to allow more North Carolina students the opportunity to attend private schools. Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, so this is controversial, Casey, because it would be using state dollars for certain children to be able to attend private schools. As the state superintendent of public instruction, I am always going to want to advocate for our public schools. I want our public schools to be the best they can be. But the truth is that I am even more concerned with ensuring that all students can be successful when they're in school. And the reality is that some students thrive in a non-public setting. And so I see this legislation really being about ensuring that all families have a choice for their child that is independent of their neighborhood, independent of their zip code, independent of their socioeconomic status. So I am always going to advocate for public schools. I have a daughter graduating from public schools next week. But I also want to advocate for parents and families to be able to make the choice, regardless of their income, about what school setting is best for their child.
That makes a lot of sense. And that's another thing that's in the hands of the legislature. And we will be
Yes.
watching how that all pans out very closely. Thanks so much for joining us, Catherine Truitt, Superintendent of Public Instruction for North Carolina.
Thank you.